welcome back. Today, we are starting a brand new series, Joshcore Season 2. For those of you who don't remember, Joshcore was my original Minecraft Hardcore Let's Play series. However, I did not die in the first season. I'm still very much alive, I just lost a lot of passion for it. And besides, Season 2 is just beginning, and as you can see, we're playing with a very interesting mod. We have some Pokemon around us, we are playing the Pokémon mod. The first thing we're going to do here, pick a starter. Now, there's a ton of starters here, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a lot about what the starters are. The only three ones I know are these ones. So we're going with Bulbasaur, choosing Bulbasaur to start off here. As you can see, we obviously have this window on our left here, and the best way I can represent what I can do here is I can throw out my Bulbasaur. There he is. He's level 10 Bulbasaur, and I can bring him back into my thing. So I can obviously use my Bulbasaur to take on other Pokemon when I feel like I am ready, and as a result, I can catch those Pokemon and build my arsenal up here. There's also additionally, there's so many other advancements in the Pokémon mod, which I hope to get all of them in Joshcore this season. And of course, we're going to try and survive to the best of our abilities in just the normal game of Minecraft. So I think that's kind of the first goal here, is to just gear up here, start early game Minecraft before we start fighting Pokemon and do all this stuff like that. So the next thing that I can kind of look at here is the apricorn tree. Now these berries here, we're going to unlock a crafting recipe here, which allows us to create more Pokeballs. So when we want to capture new Pokemon, we are going to use these apricorn berries plus some copper to craft Pokeballs to then be able to catch new ones when we find ones that we want. Now, as I'm playing here, it's one very important thing to note that my overall Pokemon experience is not that good. Like, the only Pokemon experience I have is playing this mod. So I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to certain builds or types of Pokemon to use. I'm just kind of playing this series because I think it will be a lot of fun here, and it's a mix-up from the standard versions of Minecraft that I normally play on this channel. So one really cool thing about this mod is we can kill this Pokemon, which again shows my Pokemon knowledge. I don't know what this is, but we can kill this guy and he'll actually give us wool, so it's kind of a sheep in disguise. There we go. As you can see, we have some white wool here. So some of these Pokemon, although they're kind of goofy and fun to actually kill for the mod, they're actually good for normal survival Minecraft as well, which is something we're going to be taking advantage of. There we go, have enough for a bed now, thanks to those Pokemon and some sheep. Okay, I see a pillager's outpost over here, which is kind of a scary thing to tackle on hardcore when I have no gear, so we're gonna avoid that. What the? This guy is on me. Okay, well, take out that guy. I don't know why he followed me all the way from the post. I was nowhere near it, but pillagers actually got me pretty low, so we're gonna smelt up some of our food here. So as you can see, some of the mods I'm running on the side here are the JEI mod, which basically shows us a whole ton of crafting recipes. One thing that we're going to really take advantage of here is the Pokeball recipe. So of course, those are the apricorn berries in any color, plus a copper ingot, which will give us a Pokeball. Now as I'm smelting this up here, I actually see some copper over here, so I'm gonna actually go take some of that. There we go, we have copper. So let's craft our first ever Pokeballs in the hardcore world. And as you can see, we have some verdant balls, which are basically Pokeballs, but green. Okay, here's a Eevee buff. I know what this Pokemon is, so let's gonna battle it here. And my goal here is to just simply win. I actually don't know what any of these moves do, but actually they kind of tell me what they do. So let's do Vine Whip with Bulbasaur. And see, there we go, took him to 50 health. Bulbasaur is very weak right now. Okay, he's actually damaged us a little bit, so let's do Leech Seed, which is the healing move. And there we go, we took out Igglybuff and healed our Bulbasaur all in one move. That was pretty good. There we go, first ever battle won on the world. Okay, and we took out the Ducklet there. We actually took a lot of damage, but as you can see, we've taken him out. And our Bulbasaur learned a new move, Razor Leaf. So now that our Pokemon learned a new move, we can actually open up this menu and actually put that move onto him, which is a little bit more powerful than the Vine Whip attack, so we're going to actually put that in as well. Now, as you can see, my Bulbasaur's health is not to max. However, we can actually heal the Bulbasaur by sleeping or making ourselves a healer, which will come on later. So now my goal is to just adventure in this direction and see if we see anything cool. I'm looking for a village. And there we go. I think I see one in the distance over here. So let's just kill all these sheep and head over there. And yeah, this should suit us perfectly, actually. And what's cool about these villages is they have custom Pokemon banners, which is pretty cool. And some of these guys are a little bit different because their trades vary a lot based on what they are. Some of their professions are completely different as well. As you can see, this guy is a nurse, which is not a vanilla thing. And this is a healer. So when we place this, we can heal our Pokemon inside. We're actually going to take this healer because it's pretty good. Oh, we don't have Silk Touch. I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. Yo, an Eevee. We need this guy. Well, Alright, we're down in the mines here. Let's see if we can... Ooh, there is definitely a spider spawner down there. Get some iron here in the mines. Get some more iron. Why not? Get even more. Make ourselves a shield with that iron. And let's make some tools as well. And of course some armor. And because I always forget to, a bucket. Alright, so I'm back after a quick mining exhibition, and I've gotten some pretty good gear. Obviously, all iron gear and some iron tools. So I'm now making home in this villager house, and my plan here is to just make a massive farm and then start the villager breeding process. Right now, this entire episode is just going to be based solely on gearing up in the Minecraft phase. Pokemon will surely come next.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Alright guys, I have been absolutely busy. It's probably been about 2 or 3 hours, but here you can see we've made ourselves a massive farm. So I've just spammed a whole ton of wheat, carrots, and potatoes, which means I'm now snacking on baked potatoes. I have a whole ton of sugarcane up here, which I haven't harvested in a while. Over here I have a whole ton of cows, which I've been breeding in mass and then killing for a whole ton of leather, combine it with the sugarcane for paper, and we're getting ourselves a whole ton of books. Additionally, I've been harvesting this tree here for apricorn berries, which helps make the red Pokeballs, which I kind of like the most because obviously those are the standard in the game of Pokemon. So I've been kind of using this tree and then replanting the sprout berries, which allows us to farm more apricot berries. Over here, there's a suspicious looking slab of grass. That's because underground here is all of my villagers. These guys, of course, are not ethically harvested and farmed at all, and in here you can see we have a whole ton of them. So this guy has mending for 10 emeralds, which is amazing. This guy is just efficiency. I've yet to really use him. I have some silk touch in here for 9 emeralds, a sharpness 5 guy in here, which I have of course not used either, and of course a fortune 3 guy as well. And the next thing I'm going to do here is actually use some of these diamonds and makes ourselves a sword here, a diamond sword that we can use in a new farm we just created. Because if we leave the house here and just go over to this tunnel, it leads us all the way down to a skeleton farm. If we come in here and just sit here, the skeletons will start coming in here and we can harvest these guys for a whole ton of levels. And of course, when we get to 30, we can come over here and we can enchant this guy. I've already returned back to the surface because I think it's smart to put mending on this guy. And just like that, we are now at 30 levels. So let's grab some lapis here. Take a whirl. Again, if I don't get fortune 3, not that big of a deal. I actually prefer unbreaking 3 here. Would be amazing. Perfect. We already have an efficiency 5 villager up there, so we can upgrade this book. And let's bring out the anvil here. Use our leftover levels to put not only fortune 3, but also mending on this pickaxe. And we're going to name this Pokémon. Because it's money. We're getting money off of this. So now our fortune 3 pickaxe is complete here. Let's make ourselves another pickaxe. And now that we have that, we can actually use this drop chute right here. Pretty smart, I know. And make ourselves another one. It's also good to have this down here. Make ourselves another pickaxe and try and get a good roll on this one as well. Unbreaking 3, promising. Okay, that should be enough here. Let's try to roll this again. Unbreaking 3. That's amazing pickaxe, but we don't need it. Oh no, that's such a good pickaxe roll. Oh, we literally don't need this. We're gonna have to grindstone this off. That's amazing. I almost said to myself too, that's good backup gear, and then I realized it's hardcore mode, and there is no such thing as backup gear. If I'm dead, I'm dead. All right, can't believe I'm about to do this, but we're gonna scrape off a perfect pickaxe here because we don't want one with fortune 3. All right, this time we don't want fortune 3. We just want to be able to put silk touch on this. Perfect. That will do. We just needed unbreaking 3 because I've yet to have a villager book trade with that. I should be able to come here now and. These guys are still breeding. Oh my. Grab some emeralds from you. Potatoes from you. Cool. We have more than enough. Where's my silk touch guy? He's in here somewhere. There he is. Yeah. Very cheap trade. Silk touch. Now we can add it to this book. And while we're at it, let's try and farm up for this efficiency 5 one. Alright, now let's do another trade cycle of these guys. A little bit more emeralds. Not much. Perfect. Efficiency 5. Let's all make a perfect silk touch book. So we take the efficiency 5 and silk touch, put that together, throw it on top of the pickaxe. It is yet to have mending, but let's just call this Pikachu. See what I did there? Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, perfect. 2 perfect pickaxes, basically, and a sword that's quite rubbish, but it's good for farming skeletons here. Let's go back to the mines and try and get ourselves some more diamonds so we can upgrade our armor and the rest of our tools. Hey, look at that. Some diamonds. Perfect. That is going to give us a ton with the fortune 3 thing. I literally just finished my tunnel, too. My staircase down here, so that's actually insane. Some of this. Alrighty, so we're returning back to the house here. Pretty good successful mission here. We got 38 diamonds. I'm gonna make ourselves some full diamond armor. Let's sleep real quick though. So let's actually do it the speed crafter's way, the pro way. Watch this, bam, bam, bam. And of course the chest plate here. Put ourselves on some full diamond armor. Never even made ourselves a helmet because at the time didn't have enough iron to make one, but there we go. Let's take some of our lapis here and go down to the enchanter and see if we can farm up some good stuff here. So I have finished some enchanting here and I'm going to make my way back over to the villagers over there and make ourselves some pretty good deals with the books. So I'm sure you're thinking, what did I get on my armor? As you can see, it's pretty lucky. All of this is perfect, except for mending, except for mending, except for mending, except for mending and feather falling, which of course will come later. For my tools, of course, these two are perfect. This guy still needs mending, and this axe is pretty good. I already have an efficiency 5, sharpness 5, silk touch, and mending, which is going to make a perfect axe. All of those are already made for the villagers, so we're good to go. Haven't enchanted the shovel yet. And the sword's the whole mess. I clicked on sweeping edge 3 here, hoping to get some other stuff, but we're yet to get that maxed out. So we're just going to make our quick round over here, buy a whole ton of mending books, and then use the anvil down there and apply a whole ton of this to the gear. In addition to the 4 mending books for the armor, we actually need to buy one extra mending book for the axe, a efficiency 5 for the axe, a sharpness 5, or silk touch as well, and a sharpness 5 one, which is 54. We're going to wait on that one. And we're going to come back in here and take all of our armor and just add mending to it. And then, of course, make ourselves a perfect book with all of the best stuff for the axe. A little bit more of a level, so we can literally kill one skeleton. We're probably going to be perfect. One more extra there, and we can combine that into the perfect axe. And we're going to call this one Pickaxe Chew. See what I did there? Perfect puns. And as I'm gearing up in Minecraft, there's one more thing I want to do before I end this first episode of Joshcore Season 2. And that is, of course, capture ourselves an Eevee. I failed earlier in the episode. I don't even know if it made the cut for the episode, but we're going to see if we can find one now. Oh my gosh, we found one. Okay, what do I do here? Let's just go like this. And instead of fighting this guy like I did last time, I'm just going to go for a catch right off the bat and see if we get it. Obviously, these guys are easier to catch when they are lower on their health, but we're just going to keep doing it, and hopefully we don't die. I say that, and I'm almost dead on the first one. We kind of need to catch him right here. Oh, we got ourselves a new friend. We have ourselves an Eevee added to the collection. Perfect. That is the exact way I wanted to end off this episode. You're not gonna, bro, what on earth? Another one. I'm gonna go for it. We're definitely not gonna catch this guy. Nope, I don't think we're gonna win this, because you're probably gonna kill my Eevee, which gives me no ability. Yep, we're out of Pokemon. Okay, well, we tried. With that, then, we're going to throw out the only 2 Pokemon we have, and although we didn't do much Pokemon stuff in today's episode, we did get a lot of stuff done in the general schemes of Minecraft, basically maxed out armor and decent tools to start off the first episode. The only way to go from here is up. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. More things are coming. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more.